Hello, Randy Duck, we're back again for another video. This time we have two replays for you in the Tier A Czech Premium tank, the General T27. This is a 3-shot autoloader with 240 alpha damage per shot. It's a very similar tank to its brother, the Ragnarok. Very similar tank. Both 3-shot autoloaders, except from the, let's be honest, the Ragnarok is a better tank out of the two. It has the more alpha damage. It's a little bit smaller in profile, and having that bigger clip potential of the Ragnarok just makes it is a much better tank than this one. The General, has the advantage of it has the reload time on the clip. It's only like 20 seconds. It's got a shorter reload time, and it is nice actually. That is a nice difference, because it kind of feels like when you're reloaded on this tank, you're really not reloading for that long before you're back in the fight again. So where Ragnarok's got that longer reload, sometimes you feel like you're out of the fight for a little bit. Where with the General, it really doesn't take that long. Before you know it, you're back in the fight. You've got your clips. But I'd say out of the two, this one, it isn't as good. But having said that, I guess it feels more balanced, and for that reason, I actually quite like this tank. It's been out for a while, but I didn't really start to play it until recently. I've got a couple of replays in it. And I just thought I'd just show you these. I'm sure I'll have more replays, probably bigger replays in this tank in the future. So we'll get a few more on the channel. But I've got a couple for now, and like I say, it's quite nice. I think it does. It's that sort. It's still got decent mobility. It's just that sometimes the alpha damage, especially with like 6.0, like the nerf to the sort of damage rolls. Like sometimes you're doing a clip and it's only like just over 600 damage, and then like now, like it says it's 240 alpha, that's more like 200 alpha in today's sort of the way the game is today, and that does sort of feel a bit lacking. But as I say, it is still a decent tank, and on talk about the replay for a little bit. Then we're on Fisherman's Bay. We're platooned with our good friend Petty. I'm sure you all know Petty, very decent chap. And so we're on Fisherman's Bay. We've gone to the usual sort of position I like to take at the start of the game from this spawn, and that's just basically spot the cross, see if we can get any early damage in. So far it's not been it's been an okay start. We have missed a few shells, unfortunately, but we still managed to get 1,000 damage, and 46 assistance, which it all adds up, but it's not going to count for a lot at the moment. At the moment we're waiting for them to push out of the town. This fatherland is doing exactly that, and it's allowed me to get a few shots into him. Now I did want to just put this other shell into him, but I thought better of it, and as I stopped, the fun police shot just it just fired where I was going to be to put that shot in, so that was a bit of luck. It's like I used my Jedi powers there and sensed that shot was coming in. We're going to move over now, because they're not really in a position for me to fight them in the town at the moment, so I was thinking I might just try and help my other guys out who are sort of camping the 1-2 line, see if I can get any side shots out. But again, there is fun police in the game, so I do have to be a little bit careful, and I just thought the opportunity wasn't right at that moment, so I'm going to go back and see if we get any more shots of this fatherland. And we have a few more shots. We're going to go and try and finish him off, and we do. So we're taking him out of the game, and before we know it, we're now on 2,000 damage. And it's not looking too bad, but I'm just trying to work out. I guess I could sort of push into the town, but I did and see if I can sort of get a few shots in there. But obviously this tank doesn't have that much health, and it doesn't have a lot of armour, so I was just trying to sort of use this ridge line to decide what to do. Just looking for shots basically. We see this CDC Black, managed to get a few shots into him, and I'm just sort of looking for where I can dump my clip basically. As well as hoping that I might spot a few things up, and maybe I'll get some assistance off our artillery or something like that. But it's looking like we're losing the town, So because of that, I've decided that, you know, if we're going to lose a town, I want to at least win one side. So I'm going to push up and try and go over and win the 1-2, because our guys are there behind us right on the 1-2 right now, and I want to make them push up so we can win an area. Because what you don't want to do, you don't want to end up losing the town and losing the sort of 1-2 line as well, because then you've lost everywhere on the map, and then that's when you're going to lose the game. If you lose all that map control and you're just stuck in the middle, then that's it really, isn't it? You're going to get farmed. So we need to try and make sure we control at least one side of the map, and then we can worry about the town. Because like I say, I'm fairly quick, and I feel like I've got time if they do try and cap out. It was heavies in the town, but I'll be able to get back and get reset. So I'm not overly concerned about the cap at this moment. What I'm concerned about is making sure we win one side. So I'm lighting these guys up, and that's allowing our team behind me to put some shots in, and I'm able to farm a little bit of assistance, as well as manage to take out another tank from the game. They haven't started the capping yet, and as well as that, our artillery, you know, is still alive, and he's sort of my indication, like when I need to turn around. If our fun police gets destroyed, then I know that I've got to start heading back for the sort of base resets. But at the moment, I feel like I've got time. He's still alive. He doesn't seem to be moving much, so I'm guessing he's not spotted at the moment, so there's still time. I popped over here, and then we've seen this T-77 autoloader. He does have quite a nasty clip, so I have to be a little bit careful. And as well as that, I found it was a bit awkward for me in this situation, because I wanted to just poke up over and get my clip into him, but then I thought, oh no, I better off, it's still a TD, there's a few tanks in the game. If I poke over to put my clip in, he might track me. I might then get shot by the fun police, or get shot by all the other stuff which I can't see at the moment. So I'm thinking, you know what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and go back to the middle now and see if we can spot this T-77 up and get a different angle to shoot him from. I'm thinking if I push the middle, I might be able to just get shots into his rear. That's sort of my thinking at this point, basically. That I just want to try and mix it up, not be too predictable. We've got time, you know, so yeah, I'm not too concerned at this moment. I'm just going to try and find a different angle. So that's what I was hoping, but as I come around, I don't really have the angle I was hoping for, and then I get spotted. So, you know, that's a concern. And say there's fun police in the game. I'm obviously getting targeted, and I didn't know what was looking at me. So we're going to try and spot up what's, you know, which is looking at us basically. But then we see this TD in the town. We're thinking, right, let's just take care of him, and yeah, and see what we can do. We put first shot in, we don't let it aim in, we miss it because of it, but then we manage to get our second shot in, and we take him out. Now go for a reload here, and that's really unfortunate. Maybe I should have held it for just a little bit longer, because as I poked round, there's a one shot, and that would have been a kill for me. But unfortunately, maybe I was a little bit too you know, early on the trigger there for the reload, and that's cost me a kill. So, but it's okay, we're now reloaded, and we're just going to try and move on now. Like I say, this game looks like we're in a 6 versus 3, so I'll be very surprised if we lose this, but you know, anything can happen. We're going to try and move around, see if we can, you know, we've got a good idea where their fun police is going to be. It's going to be in this sort of obvious place at the back of the map, which we should see in a minute. So I'm going to go looking for him, we take him out, and then we can come behind the T-77, and we can obviously put a clip into him and take him out as well. So there you go. Yeah, we've spotted up the fun police, is where we thought it was going to be. He is a one shot, unfortunately, so we're going to lose, you know, not going to get as much damage into him, but we get the kill. It's always nice to take him out. And yeah, it's now 6 versus 2. We know where the heavy is, so we're just going to push up and just put our remaining, well, you know, try and put up the remainder of our clip into this guy. Yeah, and get a bit more damage. Now again, I probably had a little bit more time than I thought, and maybe I could have aimed both shots, because the thing about this tank is the interclip, the time between your shells is really nice, and it doesn't take you very long at all to get your 3 shots away. So I probably had a bit more time than I thought, really, but this was sort of the beginning of me just playing this tank, so just getting used to it. He's now got over. Now again, at that time I didn't have time to fully aim, to be fair, but maybe I should have just not took the shot at the beginning with. But you say that, you know, it's 6.0, sometimes, you know, more often than not those hits, so it was just one of those ones I took the chance and it didn't pay off. But we're going to try and get no shots in now. We go for another shot, doesn't hit. Second shot does hit, but yeah, not a great clip really, is it? But like I say, it doesn't take long to reload, so the time we actually get up to him, we're almost reloaded. We pop over though, then we see this light tank, the T-92. I decide to ignore him because he only has a little pea shooter, and I think he's not going to kill my 1000 Alpha. I want to just take out this guy. We get the little glory ram there and kill him off, kill him in style. And we've got one shell left, and we're going to try and take out this light tank. But as we come over, just about to get the shot, our friendly Panther takes him out. So that's about it for this first replay. Like I say, not the biggest of games, but we do manage to pick up the ace tanker. We've got 6 kills, we've got the top gun there, 3,251 damage, 904 assistance. As I say, got the top gun, got the ace tanker. So yeah, not too bad game, but that is it for this one, and I will see you in a bit for the second and last replay. Hello, so we're back again for the last replay of the video, and this time we're in Arctic region, but it's Arctic region encounter. We are top tier again, which is always nice, and what we're going to do is we're going to push a position I do like to use quite a lot from this spawn, and it can sort of work quite well on encounter, and we'll show you exactly what we're going to do. We're going to try and basically get here as fast as we can, because I want to try and spot up the enemy team, try and catch them out early doors and get a bit of assistance in, and maybe get my early clip off, which is always nice when you're playing that autoloader tank, to get your early bit of damage in, because you just feel that little bit of I don't know, I mean, you can still have good games without getting off early, but sometimes it just feels nice. You get off and you think, oh yeah, we're on for a good in here. You've got that nice bit of early damage in straight away, and that's always a good feeling. So we push up, we are lit, but we're going to get our shots into this IS, which we spotted. He's like really caught in the open. I don't think he's expecting to get lit that soon, and that was a really nice clip, wasn't it? We've got just shy of 700 damage in that clip, and he started the game. So that's nice. What we're going to do, we're going to wait for a reload, and then we're going to pop up. I wanted to wait for my reload, and I would have got more shots into this TD. I probably would have, could have even potentially tracked him. Unfortunately, our T20 tank was here, and he popped up before I was reloaded, which is he's in his own game. That's complete. He was doing what's right for him, and it was just a bit unfortunate timing, and that meant I didn't get any shots into him. But that's okay, because now this T25-2 appears. We're going to wait for him to hopefully poke out, and he does. He keeps going, and that quick, nice interclip allows us to get 3 shots into him, which is one of the things I do really like about this tank, and that is the interclip. Really, it's getting those shells off quickly is so good, because you don't have to expose yourself so much, and that's what you want, really. It has the less alpha than the Ragnarok, but the clip, being able to get your clip out very quickly is almost so underrated, really, because it's such a key to having to, you don't have to poke so long. It's left a lot less risk. And if the enemy makes a mistake, you get your shells in before they're even able to recover and get back into safety. So we moved on to sort of my Sage 2 location, which this is what I was hoping to take. And on encounter, it works a lot better, because on the standard variant, a lot of the times you'll get a friendly enemy tank be where I am right now on that little hill, and that can kind of counter this position, and until they die, it's a real problem. But because no one's contested that, and it's made my life a lot easier, because I've won this position and almost sort of I've taken a vision, taken a bit of control of the map. I see an opportunity here to get a few shells in and help out my friendly heavy in there, and it's exactly what we do. Unfortunately, this AMX 1357 is sort of machine gunning the shells into me, but he does miss a few, and it's not the end of the world. That we came out really well in that trade, really. We managed to take out 2 tanks. So already we're at sort of 2,500 damage. So it's quite a nice, decent start of the game because there's still a lot of enemies in. We do a very questionable shot. Don't know what I was doing there, but we do manage to take out the light tank in the end before he throws himself off the cliff. So yeah, not too bad. And we're just looking now, like we're reloading, but we're thinking where are we going to dump our kit next. And my plan is I was just making sure his TD's not going to poke out. But now we're going to go for the heavy tank, which we know where he's located because we saw him in a mini-map earlier. So we pop round, yeah, not too sure what he's doing, not too sure what I was doing there because I bounced off the rear of the Tiger 2. It was sort of, obviously, that's the downfall shooting APCR, not as great against angled tanks. And yeah, although the armour of that Tiger 2 is weak, we shot at an extreme angle, so we bounced. So we made sure we hit our other two. We're going to wait for the reload, we're going to go back in and finish him off. I tried to snap this one because I didn't want to take a shot of damage, but he shoots me anyway because I miss it. Then I make sure I get my shots in because I didn't manage to finish off in the first shot. And this game is, all of a sudden, their teams just sort of crumbled, and it's a bit of a shame because I wanted them to stay alive so I could get some more damage off. But we see these two heavies, and we're hoping that we're going to be able to get across there and just get one more clip off. Just to try and finish off the game, and we're thinking, no, it's not too many tanks surrounding them. We've got a chance, if they're healthy, and they are healthy. So I'm thinking at this point, yeah, I'll probably have to get one clip off. That's what I want to do now. That's probably the best I can hope for because we're going to win this, aren't we? Yeah, we're in a 10 versus 2 situation. So we just want to get there and get the clip off. Trying to get there as fast as we can. Yeah, as we sort of get up to the point where we're thinking, what one we're going to put our shells into, one of our team, gets slapped by our friendly fun police. So we're going to finish him off first, and then we're going to put our last two into T-77. Now at this point, I was like, I'm just going to try and ram him. Maybe I can dislodge a track or something. We approach him, but as we get up there, we get a little close to him for the ram. Our friendly shuts him down, and that just about wraps up that game. So yeah, as I say, we managed to pick up 6 kills, 3,869 damage, 427 assistance. So yeah, it's not too bad game. Like I say, I probably will eventually free mark this tank, and then I'll probably get, I imagine I'll get bigger replays in this to show you. But I had these ones, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it out because I haven't got a replay in this tank. So I hope you enjoy it. And like I say, I say it a lot, but I generally do really appreciate all the support you've been giving me. The channel's growing sort of very gradually, and yeah, I honestly am humbled that everyone, that you're still watching it and you're putting your comments in. It does actually mean a lot to me, and it keeps me motivated to keep getting the videos out for you. So thank you so much for watching all the videos, and as always, happy tanking.